Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I really want to do something with the Natural Love palette by Too Faced, this one here. Currently it is 9:20 in the morning and I'm still half asleep, so I'm gonna do a voiceover for this video. So if you want to see how the look turns out, then stay tuned. So the first thing I'm going in with is my YSL All Hours primer. I'm just dotting that all around my face. I did moisturise beforehand using the Clinique Moisture Surge for all skin types. So the next thing I'm going to go in with is the YSL All Hours foundation. This is in the shade B20. I think it's their lightest shade. It's a really nice foundation. I think I used about 2 pumps in the end, just to cover any extra redness along my face, and obviously I had to cover my big forehead. So yeah, just dotting that all on my face and blending it out with a beauty blender. So the next thing I'm going to use is my Makeup Revolution concealer. This is in the shade C1 and I'm just putting that on my nose and on my chin and blending it out with a beauty blender. And then I'm going to go in with my NARS Creamy Concealer. This is in the shade Chantilly and I'm just using that on the underneath of my eye. Again, just blending that out with the beauty blender just to hide those dark circles that I've got. And I'm pulling such a weird face while I'm doing this. Oh god. So to set the rest of my foundation and the underneath of my eyes, I'm going to use the Fit Me Matte and Poreless by Maybelline in 105. This is the shade Natural Ivory. So I'm just using quite a big fluffy brush from Sephora, I believe, just to blend that all in. So I'm going to move on to eyebrows and I'm going to use the Benefit Goof Proof Eyebrow Pencil. This is in the shade number 3. So what I like to do is just outline my eyebrow and then just fill it all in. I normally like quite full brows, but this is a really good eyebrow pencil and I love it. So it's what I use all the time, definitely recommend. So to clean up under the brows, I'm just going to use my Makeup Revolution concealer again. This is again in the shade C1, so I'm just using that underneath my eyebrows just to clean anything else up. This is a Sephora brush, it's just a little definer brush that I use, and I like to pat it in as well. If there are any harsh edges, I just pat the concealer in just to make it a bit more seamless. Normally I don't really do this step, but if I do go out and I go out on a night out, then I do like to do it. It just makes my eyebrows look a lot better. So I'm going to use the Benefit 24-Hour Brow Setter. This is the clear one, so I just like running that through my brows just to make sure they're all set. So I'm going to go in with my Natural Love palette. Absolutely love this palette, and the first colour I'm going to use just to set all my concealer in place is the colour Heaven. And then I'm going to go in with Honey Butter and just a nice little fluffy brush and just use that as sort of like my transition colour, so to speak, and just packing that on with different brushes. I normally use the Morphe brushes from the white and black set and just any Zoeva brushes that I've got. So I'm going to go in with the Nudie next, the colour Nudie, just using that through my crease and just building it up as it goes along, just to make it pop a bit more, I'd say, maybe. And then just using different brushes at the same time just to blend that all out. Normally I use a fluffy brush at the end just to go over the edges so that there's no harsh lines. So I'm just grabbing the same colour Nudie on a different brush, sort of a more definer brush, and just packing that on the lid so I have the same colour throughout. And then again just blending it all out with a fluffy brush just to make sure it's nice and blended. So I'm going to go in with Dear Diary, and I do use a bit of Coffee Date as well to pack that colour on. It has got a bit of shimmer to it. So I do like packing that on, and then I'll put Fairy Tale in my inner corner just to make it pop a little bit more. And then I'll do my other eye off camera, and then I'll come back with Dear Diary and spray some Fix Plus on my brush just to make that colour pop a bit more, because it is shimmery and it does look quite nice on camera. So I'm going to use my Bad Girl Bang mascara by Benefit. This has only just come out, I think, within the last couple of weeks. It is a really good mascara. It does transfer a little bit if it's not powdered down, but I quite like it. And then I'm just going in with the Black Wispies from Ardell. I did cut these down a little bit because they were too long at the end. And just going in with my Hoola Light bronzer, just to bronze my face up a little bit. This is just a fluffy brush again, just to blend it out. It's a really good brush actually. I think I got it from a Debenham set ages ago, but it is really good. It's a really soft brush as well, which is nice. So I'm grabbing the Film Star Bronze and Glow kit from Charlotte Tilbury and just using the Sculpt shade just to sculpt and sort of act as a little contour. I'll just do that all around my face, on my nose. I do some on my chin as well. And then I'm going in with the Charlotte Tilbury blush in cheek to chick Swish and Pop blush I Love Glow, and just using that on the apples of my cheeks, just to add a bit of colour. So I'm using my MAC Fix Plus just to spray that all down before I add highlighter. So the highlighter I'm going to use is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Kit. I'm using Summer and Moonstone together, sort of blending them together and putting them on, but it's a really nice highlighter. And I'm just using quite a dense brush just to pack that on, and I put some on my nose and I put some on my Cupid's bow as well. For lips, I'm just using the NYX lip liner in Nude Suede Shoes, and then for lipstick I'm going to use the Transmetalized by Urban Decay. This is a lovely lipstick, I swear by it every day of my life. And then just to finish off, I'm going to go in with the colour Fairy Tale just to highlight my brow bone, and that is it. And that is the finished makeup look. I hope you enjoyed watching, guys. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you next week.